Hello. Hi, listeners. We are back with another episode of Sembang Alam. It's the 5th episode, y'all. So that's like what? More than a month. Can't believe there are people listening to this. Thank you so much for tuning in. So hari ni we have a quite special guest. I've seen him almost every day. Dah muak dah sebenarnya. Cik, tak lah. So we're going to meet my boss. Oh, siapa bos kita ni? So without further ado, sebenarnya tak payahlah kita sembang banyak sangat. Kita terus sembang alam dengan Fadly Bakhtiar. Okay. So Fadly is actually my boss and also Nabila's boss, our colourful commentator. So I don't know about you, Nabila, but I don't know, like I feel like the table have turned for us to put him on the hot seat. Okay, kan kita kena bond dia, kita roast dia. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. Don't be scared. Okay, so Fadly is actually a man of multiple colourful hats. As you can see, ya Allah, banyak dia bawa kawan-kawan dia hari ni, kat belakang, kat depan, tepi, semua ada. Wait, can you guys actually guess the name of the... Okay, this is... I know that's Elmo.
Yeah, sure.
Elmo?
Yeah, this big bird, Bert, Ernie, and
Ernie.
And Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster. Okay, so these kids. Oh, and we forgot the turtle.
There's a frog. And the Free Willy.
It's a frog. It's a Free Willy.
Yes.
Not a good name though, Free Willy. Okay.
It's a movie called Free Willy.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So with all these friends that we have here, they are accompanying Fadly Bakhtiar, who is banyak ni I nak kena explain. So Fadly Bakhtiar is a person who he's a sneakerhead. We all know that. I think that's like his main identity. He always switch his sneakers every single day. He's a fashion daredevil. Look at him. A seasonal music DJ, our DJ Fabs. He's a calculated risk taker who likes to give dad jokes. So that's how risk taking he is. Can see Nabila's face. Oh my god. He's also a supplier to one of the best beef delicacies, which is called Tongmo. He's a podcast lover. He's been sharing a lot of, podcast series and things that he always listens to. He's a loving husband to Lana and a father of 2 very, very, very super adorable kids, Amelie and Alisa, and a very, very attentive friend. Hello, Fadly.
Hello. This is your boy, your guy, your man. He, him, Fadly Bakhtiar, aka DJ Fabs, aka Fabulus Maximus, aka G-Fat, aka Aseng, the ex Samseng, aka Nangsat, aka I'm not your Mr. Right, but I'm your Mr. Left Right.
That's the intro for your podcast. Tinggal nak letak jingle je. Ding. Oleh. Okay.
Jangan nangis lagi Nabila, baru intro.
Nabila, kita tunggu masa untuk you bagi intro je nanti. Kenapa? Nangis like why? Hey, it was a good intro, okay? Okay. So, Fadly is here together with Nabila. We want to talk more about of course you, Fadly, as a human being, as an individual. Yeah, it's all about you. The spotlight is on you. And Nabila will making it more colorful for you as the colorful commentator. Okay, so we know that, we've all been through so much. I
Hmm.
mean, personally, the three of us, the trio, we've been through so much. We've seen the ups and downs. The year has been crazy. I don't have to say it. People know what's been going on. So, what's up with you guys?
Hmm.
Like, just a little bit, like, how was your day? How was your week? Let's start with that.
Hmm.
And like catch up time.
Well, it has been tough for me. Kidding. It's been great. It's actually been great. And Nabila.
Loh, sekarang baru
Ya
begitu.
Allah,
Nabila.
Nabila Shohimi.
No.
Apa producer
Ni
ni?
macam masuk
tak
kereta
check.
lepas tu tak bawa kunci.
Ya
Lepas tu fikir
Allah.
kenapa kereta tak boleh start.
Patut I dengan Nabila tadi. Okay. Okay, so that's how your day has been.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can't hear
that's how my
you.
day has been.
Yeah.
Full. Yeah. The day to me every day is awesome.
Every
Yeah.
day is awesome.
I just wish there's a song for that. Like,
There is.
there is a song.
The Lego one. I just sang it.
Oh, okay.
Every day is awesome.
Okay, I think we should play that every morning in the office.
You should cut out that
Yep.
every morning.
Maybe that will be my intro to my podcast.
Cannot copyright.
Fabulous
Maximus.
at the end kan?
Okay, Fabulous Maximus.
Yes,
Why?
Fabulous Maximus. Why? Because I remember. Do you remember that one time we were talking about name and then we say Fabs and Fabulous and then everybody start to put like
Detergent.
Maximus.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Maximus, Exprentos, whatever. You know, I
Like
think
other
everyone just
species name also.
everyone just continue to add to like this sort of like a Greek name, but almost like a parody to my name. But I thought Fabulous Maximus sounds like you know, like a gladiator character. Before this,
Macam
I used
Hercules.
to my social media name is Fat Space Kid. But I think Fabulous Maximus sort of give like a different persona to it now. But I kind of like living it now.
Orang pandang dua kali.
Yeah, Fabulous Maximus. I remember one of our partners, I think she didn't save my name, and whenever she called me in the group, and this is like corporate partners, right? They was like Fabulous Maximus. I was like,
Mr. Fabulous.
Oh, she type it, not.
yeah, Mr. Fabulous Maximus, and we were laughing like, oh man.
I baru masuk that group, tiba-tiba dia hantar message blah 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 Mr. Fabulous. I straight away text him, did you introduce yourself as Fabulous Maximus?
I won't be
And I get that a
surprised if you
lot.
did.
Like some of my friends in my school group kan, dia macam, siapa Fabulous Maximus ni? Lepas tu no one answered.
Astaghfirullahaladzim.
Really?
Macam semua orang tak
Just
tahu
leave him
kan.
hanging
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
to do his own research.
Yeah.
Man.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I think it makes people sort of either like annoyed with it, but it's fine because
You're making a statement.
at least people ask, who am I?
Always getting people curious more about you. Okay. Fabulous Maximus. There's a lot of identity. I know Nabila. Okay, Nabila pernah cerita kat I dia ada alter ego. So would you say that this is your alter ego?
I think I have a lot of alter egos. I think I grew up from a very young age with different nicknames. That's why I mentioned earlier during my introduction. Of course, my family call me Alang because I'm the third in the family. I call myself Fabs, Fabs, like fabulous, but it actually is my full name. It's Fadly Bakhtiar Sulaiman. So my dad's name is Ahmad Bakhtiar. My grandfather's name is Sulaiman. So it's Fabs.
I knew that.
Yeah. So, and then in school, someone called me as Jifat. Whoever that reads Alam Puwira, I think it's a comic in the 90s.
How to spell that?
Jifat. So they call me Jifat because it's Fadly. But then we were reading this comic, Hong Kong comic. There's a character called Jifat. It's like G Fadly. So macam Jifat. And then a girl called me Aseng during school. And then because she thought I was Chinese. Yeah, I look more Chinese than now. So they call me Aseng in school. And then in university, I have a different block name. It's called Nangsat. Yeah.
Nangsat.
Yeah, Nangsat. So there's another backstory to that. So I have a different name, and I give myself few other names as well because I know sometimes it just feels right, like it's like shoes. You don't fit into just one name. You have one name but different personality, right? Different days, different time. You wear different shoes, you wear different stuff. So the name sort of give you different dynamic to yourself. Yeah, that's what I think. I kind of like to have many names. People call me by many different names,
I like that, bringing all the different personalities. I would say that then you senang adapt to people and also the situation, right?
Yeah, so of course macam kalau even my DJ name I have like different names, right? I have like Budak Nakal, DJ Fab. So different music macam DJs they have alter egos as well. Like moniker. So like this person like kalau contoh macam Tiesto kan. Tiesto dia main macam ni, and then but kalau nama dia macam Verves dia main macam deeper music because they want to differentiate that kind of style that they play. So people from different genre or different following can follow different people. So they have different names. So I kind of sort of like like absorbed to that idea because I am like an enthusiast, like a music enthusiast. So I kind of like they have this moniker, they have this music. So I thought that I should also have a different name for different personality, different style. Yeah.
But having all these different persona, do you have did you ever think about which one is the most you?
Which one is most me? So I think even the Japanese has this like a quote, a proverb, right? Like there's you have like three face. Like everyone has three face. One is like the ones that they show to everyone else. The second face is the second layer is the one that they show to the closest people. And the third layer is the one that only they know themselves. Right? So I feel like the truest to me is only I know. Only I know myself lah. But what I show to people is again different levels lah. Of course, to public, you have to be more culturally aware or maybe socially aware. You don't want to be too out there or too outspoken. Just to be moderate lah. But the ones with my closest people, like you guys, maybe you know me differently. My family know me slightly differently. But I think for me, I'm a curious person. I'm an extremely curious person. So I always want to. I think I like to adapt to people, to a situation, because I remember my dad always tell me that I know this is probably Einstein's quote. Like those who survive are not the strongest, but the one who adapts, the most adaptable to surrounding.
Yeah.
I think that's from Einstein, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So my dad always tell me that like it's always about adapting to situation. You don't have to be the strongest, but you just have to be adaptable. So I just have to sort of have again the personality sort of help me to adapt to different scenario, different people, different expectation.
I have a question. I just thought like, because since you talk about layers kan, a lot of people prefer someone with genuine, basically someone who's genuine lah. So what do you think, like if by having many layers or alter egos or personas kan, will that actually affect your genuinity kan macam tu? Again,
that's what people perceive of me. I cannot control what they think of me. I can control what I think of myself. So the ingenuity is me knowing who I am. If people cannot spend or invest their time and their effort to know me, so there's no point of me sending the same energy. So people who know me are genuinely usually people who mutually have the same interest. For example, like I know you better as a person because you also genuinely want to know me better as a person. For those who just want to know me, say as a DJ, talk about music, so I talk music lah. Focus on like the interest in that. Okay, fashion is fashion. I have a different friends and different. But out of these subsets, there are also people who are closer to me. Like they know me differently. Like or maybe I'm flashy outside, but maybe as a person I'm very simple. So they know me differently. Obviously, the closer you are, the different level that you know about me as a person. I think it's generally for everyone else too.
Depths,
like we cannot be too we cannot be too out, like too exposed, I would say, right? You can't just simply like say, for example, I like to make jokes that might be misunderstood to be misunderstood to be, say, offensive, right? Of course, if I say that to anyone can easily feel offensive, but to people who close to me, they know my intention. It's all
I
about
will
the intention.
balas balik.
Yeah. Right?
I just
Or
learn
just
how
say
to
that,
accept it.
yeah.
Well,
After
Nabila will
analyse
always
and
give
then
the
balas.
usual.
Yeah, Nabila will always tak faham, like, I don't understand.
Yeah, and then we have to explain it. It's no longer funny anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so you check out you're a curious person, but then I have something to tell you back.
Yeah.
I noticed this since 3 or 4 years, 2021. Yeah, 4 years back when I first started interning here. You're quite an extroverted introvert person, where you appreciate to have one-on-one more with people because you want to know more about them. You're actually you genuinely curious to know about them and who they are. Like, not just, okay, you're working here, what are you going to contribute? No, like, you genuinely want to know, okay, like, who are you?
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yes.
what's your purpose in life? Like, even though you are curious yourself, but you're making the other people who you're engaging with to think more about themselves. So in a way, they have to be curious about themselves.
Right. I agree with you. I think it's because I think there are some cases or some incidents or some times when I talk to some of the team members and at the early stage, and when I had the conversation or the interview, I always interview the interns, and I ask, like, how do you think about this conversation? I don't usually call it as an interview. Formally, it's an interview, but it's more of a conversation, really, to get to know you, to ask you about certain things, or for you to ask me certain things, right? And then some of them really told me that, and I've never had this conversation in my life.
One of them is me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, one of them. And then ada yang cakap macam, I don't even remember when was the last time I think about myself. So I feel like if I can be there to sort of guide you through some kind of mental practice or self-reflection, because I didn't get that when I was growing up, right? Because, like, I think just generational lah. Like, we always have to, and I have to, again, because I'm curious, I have to figure out myself. I have to do a lot of things myself, and I realized that, if I did this, I think I would probably get more outcome out of myself. So I feel like I want to share my experience with people about self-reflection, about thinking about yourself, thinking about what you want and whatnot at an early stage of their life, which is like early 20s, so that they can start and be curious about themselves. I think we are not curious enough about ourselves, kan?
To look inside.
We always like, I'm like
right.
this. How? Tell me about yourself. Like, I'm,
I studied in I'm from
Yeah.
Because we're just focused on, I know, like, really, how to say, a stereotype kind of achievements.
Yeah, and also the three
And
layers.
that's all.
Sometimes how we describe ourselves is the layer that the first layer, the one that we show to other people, which is very surface.
Yeah.
You know, you have the second layer, which is slightly more personal, and you have the third, which is probably your deeper secret. But you need to know what's your deeper secret. What's your guilty pleasure? What's your purpose? What's your, all these things is really, really personal sometimes, and you need to be aware. You need to know that you have this.
Yeah.
Right. So,
I mean,
I'm
just
like
to share a glimpse of what he asked people wanting to work here, I still remember my first ever interview and this one question where you asked me in 30 seconds or like in 1 minute, or I give you 30 seconds, but in 1 minute, share me about something that is confusing to other people and you would like them to know. So I'm like, what the hell?
No, because sometimes like we always have this trivial, right, in our mind, kan? Macam, kenapa bola tu bulat, whatever benda yang kita rasa macam, kenapa aku jalan macam ni, but sometimes we only we know, and kita tak berani pun nak cerita that curiosity to people because we don't want people to think that we're crazy or we're like silly. But sometimes the idea is confusing, like whether the earth is round or flat, You know, like people are quite timid to sort of even share. It doesn't mean that you believe in it. It's just something confusing, but you have some ideas. But people are so terrified of being judged of what they think. I think that limits anyone to be free in their thoughts and their thinking. So and I don't really like, not like lah. Like I said, I prefer to have a deeper conversation with people. Like small talks, okay for me, but I rather make an impression of like, we can do small talks later. Let's do the big talks now, right? Like once I get to know you and we are connected, small talk becomes easy, right? But if you end up with only small talks, and it's harder to go into the deeper one because people will take you like on a surface level.
Yeah. And then we know that you, growing up, you're very active person, right? Even now. You always run almost every day, even during Ramadan. You bangun pagi, Allah. I tengok you punya
I mean,
Instagram
during
stories.
Ramadan, malam lah.
Oh, malam, sorry.
But the
Malam
normal,
saya tanya.
Siap tanya, should I run or not?
Run or not?
I want to say no.
Ada pula orang cakap no. Macam saja nak
Actually,
trigger
I wanted to click no, but then I was
Me
thinking,
too.
ni mesti akan balas aku,
Kalau
tanya
siapa
aku
tekan
banyak
no,
benda.
memang I akan prove them wrong lah. Like you said
Oh
no.
yeah, that's one thing about you too. You like to fight the system and go against the norm.
I was going to run anyway that time, but I was just like sajalah kan, macam memang tak ada mood lah. I was going to run, but rasa macam letih, kenyang. But masa tu I buka puasa rumah my friend, makan banyak, dia serve makan, so kita kena lah habiskan kan, jaga hati tuan rumah. So I was so full, so balik rumah macam dah, tak boleh nak lari ni kan, memang dekat tekak rasa makanan. So I saja macam tanya, should I run or not kan. Tiba-tiba ada je makhluk yang macam cakap no. Aku memang geram.
Adeline, kenapa you jawab no?
Adeline cik.
Tahulah you.
And I know I kind of figure out who would say no to that. And then that person, I don't want to say that person, the first person who said no. But if this person is listening, I will make sure that this person will listen to this podcast. Because I want you to know that you're not going to get at me, you know.
You will join him. You will join him running later.
You tak sakit perut ke lepas tu? Lari lepas makan.
One of the hardest run lah during Ramadan. Memang rasa kat sini I makan nasi kerabu, rasa
macam nak lari,
rasa kelapa tu dekat tekak tau. Tapi macam try to maintain kan, because like I have a target kan. Yep.
Okay, we saw, because we've seen this, me personally, because we follow you on Instagram semua, so we've seen this improvement, your journey. You've been sharing it a lot. It has helped you mentally, physically, spiritually, and all that. Have you always been this person who is very in touch with your health? And like, how's everything? Like, how's the journey actually?
So I grew up very active. Like I said, I was very curious, so I had to try a lot of things, and then from curiosity led me to grow my interest in things. So especially in physical activities like sports, extreme sports. So I played almost all sorts of sports during my school time, my university. You know, I played rugby, basketball, football, volleyball, all sorts of sports, but not really running. And then I think after work, you know, it's always like during work you start to get stuck in work, and not stuck in the sense that it's a bad thing, but you sort of like get immersed into work, doing a lot more work related stuff. And for many years I think I didn't sort of look into my, you know, like my well-being in that sense, you know. Makan pun tak jaga sangat, suka hati makan, and then tak workout and so on lah. So during pandemic last year, I think it sort of like struck to me, because I had like some moments where I was not in the best shape. And then my wife Lana, you know, I shared with her, and then she sort of motivated me to start and do physical training lah, because we were stuck in the house for a month or so kan, masa the first lockdown. So macam tak boleh keluar rumah, nak lari kat luar pun tak boleh, nak buat apa pun tak boleh. So we start to work out at home, and that became a routine for me for until now lah. But I've move from like the home workout, now I start to run. So I've been running for like almost half a year now. Oh,
go Lana for motivating you.
Yes.
You know, behind every man's success, there's always
and 2 kids.
Shout out to Emily and
Amalie and Elisa, shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it now the time for? Okay, let's go. So we have a rapid question punya segment.
Okay. Rapid question.
it's not gonna be rapid.
Are you guys excited or not?
Yes.
Let me
Please.
hear it. Okay.
Waiting.
So I know maybe the people don't know yet how twisted these two people are. Fadly and Nabila. Y'all are
Twisted? I'm
super
twisted.
Yeah,
Really?
y'all are twisted.
Okay, Nabila, this is okay. Okay. Continue.
Wait, so continue. You want to say?
If I understand this rapid question, is like you ask some questions and then we have to answer.
Yes.
Like a
I mean,
A
it's
or
not
B.
really a rapid question lah. Like I still want you guys to think deeply about it
Okay.
and give like a solid answer to it.
Okay.
Critical
No matter how
thinking and
ridiculous it is.
problem solving.
Alright.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
Critical
Nabila, you did it.
thinking.
Yes.
This is
Problem
not a competition, by
solving.
the
It's your
way.
forte.
Decision
It's your forte. Okay.
Okay. But this is how I want to be.
Astaghfirullah,
Like we think about it for about like 10 seconds and then we look at each other and say ready and then 1, 2, 3 we answer at the same time because I don't want to be influenced. Like, let's just say like 1, 2, 3 Elmo. You cakap lah apa-apa. Macam
Okay, so
whatever.
but it's a would you rather. So korang kena
Yeah,
pilih.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I like
So it
that.
can be the same, it can be different, but we answer at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, and it's up to you guys whether you guys want to explain it or not. Or if you want to leave it as a mystery, then the people will judge you. That's all. Okay, so question number 1. Would you rather have eyelashes as fingers or fingers as eyelashes? 10 second
Sekejap Eyelashes as fingers.
Eyelashes lah macam. Imagine all the bulu, the hair.
3,
Okay,
2, 1, go.
Eyelashes
Finger
and fingers.
as finger. Finger eyelashes, yeah.
Eyelashes and fingers.
I have fingers like as eyelashes, right? Think about it.
No. Can you imagine eyelashes as fingers kan? Macam laba-laba. No?
I like a firm handshake, please. I prefer a
I was
firm
thinking
handshake.
that as well. It will be very hard for you to
I
pick
mean,
up
like
stuff.
how strong do I shake your hand?
I-
Like I
It's okay.
you know.
Cannot.
I read-
COVID.
Yeah,
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah. But
Okay.
to me, I prefer that because I think it's like macam
like
sexy sikit lah. Like hi.
Sexy, no. This is
Hi,
sexy.
Andy.
This is
You
like.
can do manicure to it.
Yeah.
You know, you can buff it.
Boleh bersihkan punya
nice.
specs sebab selalu kotor.
Exactly. Can wipe it. Tick, tick.
Yeah. Boleh korek hidung kan macam here, so I don't have to move my hand. So
Okay, number 2.
Yes.
Would you rather spend a day? Okay, this is a bit dark. Okay, but just play along. Would you rather spend a day with your worst enemy or witness the death of your idol?
Oh shit. Oh god, I can't. Shit.
3, 2, 1, go.
Spend time with.
Okay,
Worst
your worst
enemy.
enemy.
no, watching my idol die.
Who is it?
I can.
Huh?
Who is it?
Alamak, I cannot say.
Nanti.
Oh, okay.
You can
Like something
jinx
like Prince Philip lah, like watching like tengok macam
I tak boleh.
No. This is you witnessing the death, like
Oh,
the time of the death.
Oh yeah, I remember because I saw the movie, not the movie series, The Sinner season 3. It has something to do with that. Sort of like fascinates me. Like wow, you like watching death in front of you. Not that again, this is would you rather, right? But I thought that series and that particular scene was like.
Made you think?
Like I don't know how to answer. Like yeah, like quite profound.
Oh.
I think it will be tormenting, but again, I've spent some time with my worst enemy already, so I've not done this. So I would like.
I've never spent time with my worst enemy before, so I want to try and cause the death of my enemy instead, not the idol, my enemy.
Wow.
Wow, that's dark, Nabila.
Okay.
Nabila just went to that way. Okay. Number 3. Would you rather interview an anti-vaxxer or a serial killer?
Okay.
1,
2,
3.
Serial
Serial
killer.
killer.
Oi.
Twisted lah.
Because you guys can relate to them, is it?
I mean, we want to know modus operandi, like the psychology behind them, man.
Yeah, I think I'm always drawn to someone with a higher IQ.
Tak cukup ke dokumentari Netflix semua?
Yeah, but to do it yourself,
Live,
you know.
in person kan.
Anyone in particular that you're very curious of?
Ada tapi diorang tak jumpa dia lagi, so I pun tak tahu dia siapa. Cik. Serial killer yang tengah kat luar, orang tak kenal dah.
That's dark too, Fadly.
But serial killer, I think kat Malaysia mungkin susah nak jumpa serial killer. Maybe in the US, but not that I particularly know anyone. But even from the movies that you watch, you sort of think like, okay, this is interesting if you ask them certain questions.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying, I think we watched this movie about this killer and also apa ni, like a scam, dia suka scam orang, and you were like, how did they decide to like take away another's life, like what's going on in their heads? Okay, anyway, next question. Would you rather get diarrhea during your wedding day? I mean your wedding ceremony or your wedding night? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wedding
night.
ceremony.
Wedding night.
I want to have fun, man. Wedding night.
Tak nak tidur.
I want to have fun. Wedding night.
What makes you think it's not fun? If you have diarrhea,
I'll be just
in your wedding night.
I'll be just in the toilet.
Mana Nabila?
I rather disappear during ceremony instead.
I feel like that's the testament of like when you say that, you know, like, oh, I want to know you and why, you know, I want to spend a lifetime with you. Like, this is the first thing you should know about me.
Wedding. Boom.
Boom.
Have conversations.
You're
toilet
in this and then you cannot live it
Yeah,
anymore.
and then you
it.
start to talk in between. You know, like you're in the toilet and your wife and my wife dekat luar. But we can still talk now. Like dulu macam kena segan-segan kan sebelum kahwin kan macam janganlah dengar. Sekarang macam no.
Or even just leave the house.
Yeah.
Kentut kat luar.
Take it all.
Leave the door open.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You will know when you're married.
Okay. Point taken. That's the first thing that we'll take note of.
Your life will change once you're married.
Okay, next question. Would you rather be able to talk to clouds or the trees? Awan ke pokok? 3, 2, 1. Clouds and trees. Clouds from Fadly.
I know my daughter loves clouds, so we always play this.
So
like,
cakap je lah dengan anak you.
Yeah, like but I think I think clouds lagi fluid lah.
Lisa be like,
Because you always see them changes.
How about the fluidity?
So
that
sometimes
makes you...
bila I drive kan, macam long drive kan, you tengok, lepas tu you start to nampak certain things and you sort of have like these ideas about stuff. Almost maybe like more like monologue, you know, like, but more like try to interact with them also lah.
Yeah.
Like why man, why?
What's with all the thunder?
Yeah.
And
Like,
the
you look
kilat.
different today. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Or you look nice
I don't know you
today.
anymore. You know, something like that. Yeah.
What's the first question you want to ask the
Like,
cloud?
how high are you?
there are two meanings.
Pretty high.
Two meanings. How
Pretty
high?
high.
How high?
Pretty high or really high?
Guys, don't do drugs. Nabila?
What?
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 Drug? Me, mine. As in what I'll ask the tree, is it?
Yeah. Why trees?
Oh, shit. I was like,
You tak rasa bersalah ke kat pokok-pokok ni? Kita semua manusia duk.
I tak pernah rasa bersalah kat pokok-pokok sebab I rarely buat salah kot, I think.
Bagus.
But if I were to ask a tree lah, I will ask them like, what kind of power will you give me? Sebab macam animism, you know, animism diorang puja pokok semua kan.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, so I was asking like, you know, what kind if you
Yeah.
like if I believe like animism and you're the god or something like that kan.
Okay.
What kind of power will you give me?
And then
Can I get
send
the
it to the
nature
bad
power
people.
macam mutant?
You know what the power is, right?
Nature power, oxygen.
No. The power to ask for rain so the trees can grow. It comes from the cloud.
I thought.
So you guys kena communicate with one another.
I'm sorry. I thought the Egyptians usually say Ra Atom and was it Egyptians? They
I don't
puja the sun and then Ra Atom akan I don't know. This is like different beliefs, but okay.
Yeah lah, like clouds and the trees, they need each other. Photosynthesis, raining, all that. Good. Okay. Next question. Would you This is not my question, but I found it online. Would you rather have a bee stuck in your butt or a mouthful of bees?
Okay. Dua-dua pun this time I have to answer.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Bees in the butt.
Mouthful with bees.
Oh, Nabila! that hurts.
But it doesn't say that the bee will sting me, what?
It's natural for them.
I don't know, maybe like they'll feel comfortable, like a hive or a bee
Macam
hive.
hive kan?
Yeah.
Do you want to change your
I
question?
No.
Answer?
No.
I mean the butt has,
I mean, the butt can also be a hive.
but the butt has poop. No?
Huh?
The butt no poop, okay.
Do they eat the poop?
Oh shit, I want to go there.
Wow. I think it. I
Your
think
poop
I
will
think
be
it
so
sounds
sweet.
no. I think it sounds nice.
Yellow.
Like it sounds like I like the sound of it. Bee in the butt.
Oh.
Like bee in the butt.
So you like more of it conceptually, not
No,
literally.
yeah, I think something I can create some products out of it, like bee in the butt.
Honey poop.
Honey poop, your honey will smell.
Yeah, and
your poop will
because
smell
if,
nice.
if the bee can come in from the head up, so technically the sting will not. It will not sting you. You will not.
But
sting
what
you.
if it can wander around?
No lah, mana boleh.
Okay.
It's quite tight, if you ask me.
But isn't the
That's what she
organ
said,
big?
that's
You
what
don't
she
see
said. It's not easy for anything to come in or out.
Okay.
You have to know that. So the bee will probably
Macam
just
mana dia nak keluar?
crush itself je. That's all.
So dia mati dalam tu
So
suicide
I'm going to use
lah.
all my mind.
So
Like
the bee is a martyr.
dia macam, sorry bee, I have to kill you because
this
you might
reminds
kill
me
me.
Wait,
of
no,
South
you cannot
Park
kill
game, man.
bees. If not, the other bees will come and there will be more bees stuck in your butt.
Okay,
Weh, macam
this is
mana
a
nak
different
duduk
question.
tu? Macam mana nak duduk weh?
I know, I've
boleh.
not tried it. Nabila.
Okay. We have not tried bees in the mouth as well, right?
Okay, we'll try in the next episode. Okay, 2 more questions. Would you rather be an accomplice to a murder, meaning you help someone with a murder, or become or be a murder witness? Like, which situation would you rather be in? In
Easy.
3, 2, 1.
Accomplice.
Murder witness of a murder.
Why do you want to kill people, Nabila?
Accomplice doesn't mean you have to kill. Accomplice, you are
help
the
people.
stepping,
Okay,
helping,
yeah.
but I don't directly kill that person.
Okay.
I help them, so like use all my genius
Okay.
stuff to hack things or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're more like in the IT position, like
IT
giving all the.
position
Okay.
or anything like those.
Well, and then you just delete the IP
FBI
address.
and everything.
I don't know IT. Okay. Witness, you tak takut ke orang kejar like have you as a target, like you give testimony in the court?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Accomplice also can do that. Like I don't know. I don't know this person.
Touche. Okay, last question. Would you rather I love this question.
Is this yours or you
It's
find
mine.
some-
It's mine. Would you rather your kids become a flat earther advocate or a Scientology extremist? 3, 2, 1.
Flat Earth advocates.
Okay. You can share your points.
You sound disappointed.
Korang tak nak kawan, anak-anak kawan korang jumpa Tom Cruise ke? He's
Tak
like the
minat
president of the Scientologist.
Tak minat tak handsome pun.
Nah.
Tak minat tak answer.
Um,
Why flat earther advocate? Why them?
you want to say? Okay.
You got the map.
Yeah. So
Do you guys believe the earth is flat?
it's not the whether I believe or not, but it's actually sometime like few years ago I found out about this one person called Hajime Narukawa. He's a Japanese. He's an architect. He's an architect.
Nabila kenal?
Narukawa,
So I found out, I read an article that he won this one award called the Good Design Award. It's one of the most prestigious Japan's award called the Good Design Award.
It's like a Nobel Prize for the
Well, for design lah. Okay, and he actually created this map, the world map. It's called the Autograph. So I found out about this Autograph, and then I was looking at it. I saw his TED Talk in Japanese, but with translation. So basically, what he did is that the map that we've been looking at, the atlas, right? The atlas. It is actually inaccurate. So we've been looking at an inaccurate map for hundreds of years. So he, through his work for many years, he managed to create this, the most accurate map now. So what is the most interesting about this map is that this map can be laid down as like a 2D, on a piece of paper, and by some calculations and origami folding of this 2D paper, it can turn into a sphere, a globe that has all the all the lands and water. That means the whole Earth.
Like how Earth is.
Earth looks like, and it's different from what we see, and it sort of like changed my life, to be frank, because I felt like it's something very, very profound to know. And when people say that it's flat Earth, I think they took it too literally. What my understanding of flat Earth is, like the Earth that we have as a sphere, it can actually be not broken, like be open, sort of like laid down in a 2D version. You can check it out, Hajime Narukawa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
so then
theory
like,
though.
okay,
It's theory though. It's a theory.
so you're fine with Aliza and Amelie being a flat Earth advocate?
Again, yeah, but probably not the ones that they all believe in. I believe in the different sort of like a flat Earth sort of concept. Not to say that the Earth is flat,
Okay.
but the concept that the Earth as a sphere can be laid down in the flat design. And in Quran, there's also I think an ayat called, but in my own understanding, or what I remember is cakap bumi adalah hamparan. So there are also a sect of Muslim community that believes the earth is flat based on that ayat. But I believe that hamparan is in this thing.
Yeah.
But I still believe it's bulat. Cuma the way that we should see the world as a flat, because technically, the world is flat as we know it, right? Like, how do we find the logic that the world is globe? But at the same time, it's globe. But at the same time, it's almost like we jalan on the flat land, betul tak?
Yeah.
So there should be some sort of like a in the middle sort of idea.
Okay. As long as the kids are not extremists.
What? Flat Earth extremist?
Yeah, as long as it's not extremist. Advocate boleh adik-adik.
I know you might find it, or anyone might find this controversial or like radical, but I really wish that you would watch.
Think about it.
You would watch the YouTube by Hajime Narukawa. It's really excellent.
Yeah, I'm looking at the photo now.
You should watch the YouTube. It's really crazy. Like what the works that he's done to unveil all this new knowledge, new ideas, new realities.
So Nabila, anak-anak you pun tak kisah?
I'm actually okay because I'm back in university, so I'm the type who challenge theories. Like I have my own theories, and I will challenge existing theories. So I'm fine with my future children.
Do whatever you guys want. Okay.
Analyze it, but
extent.
to a certain extent, but they have to justify lah. Yeah, they have to justify also. Yeah, jangan macam simply say it out without thinking properly.
Yeah, I can imagine
like
they're at this rally and you guys are just like supporting at the side.
Probably not. Like I think I think when you say flat Earth, it's not like there's only one group of flat Earth. People have different beliefs in the flat Earth or different beliefs in whatever, right? So perhaps what I'm saying is that if my kids are in that, believe in that, or I want them to believe in that or to learn, is maybe this is a different kind of understanding lah. Maybe what Hajime Narukawa believes in lah. Not the ones that maybe yang cakap flat Earth as in like ada hujung-hujung tu, not
True.
that. Like the ones that believe is based on what we understand how it is.
Just how being an environmentalist, like we all have a certain extent to what fight we are, like what cause we're fighting for.
With you.
Yeah, like our methods can be different, our approaches can be different, but we're all fighting on the same thing. Okay, so that actually concludes our first segment. We'll have more of Fadly and more of Nabila after this, so stay tuned. Hey, we are back!
Sembang Alam Season 2 Episode 5 with Fadly Bakhtiar.
Oh gitu. Hari Raya. Ten 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 ten. Selamat Raya, Selamat Hari Raya.
Selamat Raya.
Sekarang dah kerja balik. Korang baju raya tim apa?
Family I warna biru and pink.
Biru and pink. Kenapa bukan black
I'm trying
pink?
to imagine, man.
Huh?
You miss it, Fadly. You miss the chance.
Nope.
Black pink in
No.
your area.
Wah, we got copyright, no?
You
I-
team apa?
I team hijau.
Team hijau.
Team hijau. Go green only.
Go green. Okay. Go green.
I just recycle pasir punya baju kurung.
I pun recycle je. Baju last year. Tak beli tak apa.
I sebenarnya suka macam tu lagi, tapi
You have to buy
Tapi
new ones.
terbeli selalu. Memang selalu macam tu.
ada komitmen keluarga tu kena buat lah.
Ya. Bila
Children are growing taller.
Lagipun I think sebab last year
betul.
was much simpler, so this year kita rasa tak adalah this year terlebih tak simple ke apa, tapi this year macam okay lah.
appreciate sikit.
You know, like
Uplift that mood.
uplift lah, uplift mood lah.
yes.
Itu yang penting kan, nak bagi semua orang rasa like this is, you know, we're getting through this, and we should all celebrate it as usual, but of course with the SOP, but you know, try to have that colourful celebration again, rather than
Because
thinking of what didn't happen or how it could have happened. Might as well kita buat je.
that's true.
Yep.
So macam season 1 of COVID, season 1 of the pandemic, the lockdown tu macam like everyone's processing kan, macam alamak,
Yeah.
like raya
I
sendiri.
pun pakai baju raya my dad masa tu.
Wow. Macam like apa yang ada kat rumah je kan, macam tak boleh keluar, and then all the Zoom digital thingy, and then nak kena ajar parents
Lagipun I
lagi.
dah tak muat baju tahun lepas. So I can
Reduce size ke?
Reduce size.
XS sekarang, XS.
So I kena beli baju baru. Baju lama rasa macam besar sangat. Tak boleh lah, tak nampak kemas.
Okay, sure, cool. Good for you. Good for you. But after eating,
I lari.
After you ni you know how macam people who go on like vegan or something, and then once they eat meat, dia akan like stomach dia macam break down a bit kan, so macam
I don't
terkejut
know.
kan.
I don't think so.
I mean you yelah you dah puasa, and then you lari semua. Like first day raya, I mean confirm makanan semua banyak kan. Like you tak food comatose ke?
Tak.
You lari
I
lah.
makan lah. I bulan puasa pun I makan banyak kot. I memang tak jaga sangat makan.
Okay.
Tapi I keep running lah. And I think it's just I think I'm already at the stage where I need to know what's important for myself, for me, so that you know I can take care of myself, so I can take care of my family, my colleagues, my team, and I can contribute to the society. And so, macam during Ramadan, I managed to run 100 kilometer.
Damn.
Yeah, 100 km.
Wow. During Ramadan.
Yeah. So I stuck to my plan or my challenge. Like I call it like 100 km Ramadan challenge.
100
Yeah.
km.
So I managed to do 100 km during Ramadan in 30 days lah. Like I think it shows that it's not like I push myself that much. You just have to manage it lah. It's not really like doing something really beyond what I could do, but more of like understanding your body, understanding how you want to achieve a target. So I think that's one thing I really learn and try to improve myself, like how to achieve a certain goals and stick to it and make it happen.
Yeah. I know one Ramadan goal that Nabila and I didn't manage to uphold.
To puasa full.
Cursing Allah. Memang tak boleh puasa pun.
I
Cursing.
don't know,
Nabila,
maybe I
I know
can
on your
puasa
first
Cursing.
day you already ke laut.
Kersing
Yeah man, the first week itself.
Yelah, masa tu kita ada event kan, some really serious work and macam-macam challenge.
I don't know how many people got cursed by me, man.
Ya, I punya challenge lagi satu ialah tak nak dengar orang curse, tapi
Nabila,
I pun kalau second hand
Kesian dia punya.
second hand curser. Bukan second hand smoker kan, second hand curser. Orang lain curse, aku kena tempias.
Dalam hati istighfar banyak. Jangan dengar.
Pakai headphone je lah.
Yeah.
Okay, so korang punya raya ni, do you guys have any I mean, how to say it, like any practices that you guys do yang macam memang tradition? Yelah, kita maybe tak boleh balik kampung, tak boleh duit.
Kampung kat KL.
Oh, kampung you KL born, lupa. So you tak pernah,
Kesian kena raya kat KL. Sorry producer.
so you tak pernah pack baju?
Pernah sebab Lana punya kampung dekat Lana punya kampung kat Penang. So kita dah 2 tahun tak dapat balik. So sedih jugalah tak dapat balik kan, sebab nak jumpa parents dia, family apa semua, and it's such a like great place to go also. Tapi bertahan je lah dulu. Tapi our tradition here is if we're in KL, the family lah, my siblings, kita orang akan masak sebab my mum tak sihat. So dia dah tak boleh nak masak. So my dad buat rendang. My dad akan masak rendang daging. I akan buat daging hitam. My sister akan buat masak kuah lodeh for lontong. And then kuah kacang. And then ayam masak merah and stuff lah. So all the siblings akan buat sekali lah. So that has been our tradition. And and kita orang masak macam for 20-30 people. Bukanlah kita nak 20-30 orang datang, but you know sometimes kita pack, hantar dekat uncles, aunties or cousins. So but we will cook like kawah lah. So the whole day. Tak ada gotong royong, like 5 orang lah, 6 orang lah buat kerja semua.
Gotong royong tu.
Oh ya, okay. I ingat macam 20 orang, tak ada lah. Ni macam sendiri lah buat semua kan.
Minimum 4 people.
Ya betul.
Yeah.
Jangan lupa. Nabila, any tradition?
Because my family is really small, there are like 3 of us only. So what we do is, we went to visit my late grandparents punya kubur, and then makan apa yang dimasak like macam before subuh lah. So 12 AM onwards, my parents will full on masak.
12 AM
onwards, dia akan start masak. Macam my dad, his signature dish would be the lodeh. My mom's signature dish will be the rendang daging dengan rendang ayam. And then lepas tu kita orang pun ada like what you call that beli lemang lemang from the neighbours ke, like neighbours on the other neighbourhood macam tu. And serunding
I tak buat lah. I think leceh. Tapi I think kita orang dah tak buat rendang ayam dah sekarang, sebab rendang ayam we realise that dia cepat basi. So we change it, either masak kicap ataupun masak merah, sebab dia goreng dulu kan. So bila goreng ayam tu kering, dia lambat sikit basi. So kalau macam rendang ayam memang cepat basi. Pagi kalau tak panaskan, petang by tomorrow dah tak boleh makan, dia dah start berbau. So we stop doing rendang ayam, we do rendang daging and ayam masak merah.
Allah.
Member producer dari Johor actually.
Johor pun sedap gila. I think semua negeri kat Malaysia ni memang
blessed with
serious
really
lah. I think kalau
food.
orang cakap Malaysia dengan makanan, memang betul lah.
Yeah, we've got a variety that represent our culture.
I am willing to sacrifice to defend the honour of the food of Malaysia.
Ya betul doh. Okay.
Nasi gearbox.
Wait, my mom still talking about the nasi gearbox.
Itu sedap.
Yeah, betul.
Menggigil ke kau?
Tu lah. So sekarang kita semua dah balik office
Bazar
balik.
TTDI was selling actually nasi biryani gearbox. Aku nampak.
Wow.
Ada gearbox and
Dijual lagi lah bila bukan puasa.
I don't know whether dia ada. I can't find them lah. Tapi kenapa producer dah ni terancam?
Dah terfikir balik kan.
Ya, dah raya ni macam-macam dah boleh makan ni. Dah kena plan balik.
Kita dah balik office ni, korang banyak
Okay.
temptation tau kat office ni nanti.
Sapu semua boy, sapu semua je.
And the temptation is yourself. It's always you.
It's
Sebab
okay.
you orang yang selalu pukul 4 pagi strike dia terus, nak makan apa kan?
Ya, sebab tapi tak apa, I run.
At least I producer.
At least dia lari. Ya betul. At least dia lari. Tak macam kita ni. Okay.
At least I walk. Okay. At least I walk. Like
Okay. You do. Anyway, thank you guys so much. So that's all the time that we have for today. Fadly, we know more
You're
about
welcome.
you now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we need another episode.
You do. Mr. Producer, please terus.
No, I cannot say we need another episode. Like, do you think we need another episode?
How do we do?
You judge.
How do we do? Oh, tu je.
Yeah, maybe something more personal and more like detailed, like
Takut.
the life of.
Oh, before we end this, we do want to know, Fadly,
Yes.
this is your time.
Okay.
1 to 3 minutes.
1 to
Anything
3
that you want to
minutes.
say to the audience
1 minute
before we
pitch.
leave? Let's go.
Wow, 1 minute to 3 minutes. Okay, you put me on the spot now. Okay, so as you know, I am going to sort of do an outro for myself. Just so that you, probably those who don't know, I'm sure a lot of people don't know me. I'm Fadly Bakhtiar, the program director of EcoKnights. I'm also the festival director of the KL Eco Film Fest. This year is our 14th year. So please check out kleff.my and participate in programs that we have. You know, we are the first and the biggest environmental film festival in Southeast Asia. I'm also the founder of Left Right, which is a fashion lifestyle shop who sells collectibles, rare items, limited edition stuffs from around the world. I am also the co-founder of NK Food Industries. That, you know, one of our main product now that we sell is called Tongmo Champa. So you can check it out, Tongmo Champa on Instagram. Left Right tadi is Left Right Originals. I'm also the DJ for Spacescape Studio, my studio where I produce music and DJ mixes. I'm also the vice president of my Kuala Selangor Secondary School alumni. So this year is our 25th year anniversary, and I'm the project director to fundraise 200,000 to support my school's development and infrastructure. So that's the outro from me. But lastly, if you'd like to know me more, please check out and follow me on social media, especially on Instagram. I'm not really active on Twitter because Farah is there. So,
You can
but more formally on LinkedIn, Fadly Bakhtiar, on Facebook. If you're closer to me or you think you want to get to know me on a slightly different level. But all in all, thank you so much for everyone, and I hope that you can stay strong mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and I'll see you again when I see you. And selamat Hari Raya, hari untuk kita bersukaria.
Cing cing cing.
Selamat
Cing cing cing.
kami ucapkan
Cing cing cing.
untuk kita hingga sampai tahun depan.
Selamat
Hari Raya. Ting 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 ting. Kawan-kawan, geng semua, macam suka tadi episode 3 season 2 of Sembang Alam. Kalau suka, please follow Night Watch Media on YouTube. Boleh like, subscribe, share dan ajak kawan-kawan lagi layan Sembang Alam sebab memang best.